All right. I'm going to say Happy New Year. I'm going to take a chance and that most people who may tune in can appreciate Happy New Year. I'm not going to argue about which calendar is correct and when the real New Year should begin and whether it should be in the fall or the spring or anytime. Doesn't matter. What I understand is that the most of the business that's conducted in this world is they use the Roman calendar, the Roman Catholic Christian calendar. And according to that calendar, that's the one where you get your checks. That's the one where the bills are due. That's the calendar that they use. So Happy New Year to you. And may you be able to pay those bills and get everything done that you need to get done. I'm wishing you a prosperous and healthy and happy New Year. And I just wanted to come on and say a few things to you on today. That there are things that you're going to be seeing and witnessing in 2017 because, again, according to that Roman calendar that's going on, this is the last year of the 400 years of the oppression and enslavement of the people of African descent. 1619, that's when they started the clock. So, we're going to go by their clock. But in this year, you're going to see a lot of things happening. You're going to see a lot of powerful people come out of their offices and lose their positions in business as well as government. You're going to see a lot of indictments coming down. You're going to see a lot of people going to jail. And just the whole social order is just going to be changing. The morality is going to take some heavy, hard hits from people, making accusations about abuse of power. There's going to be a lot of corruption that's going to be unveiled in a lot of different ways, and so you're gonna see these things, and you have to get some information on this so that you can keep up with what's happening. It's about staying woke, and staying woke has to be a lot more than what it's coming to be understood as, like a fad, in terms of what the singers are singing about it, and so it kind of dilutes the real intention of it, which is about having a conscious contact with the creator of the universe, because you got all of these things that are taking place, and they're being driven by the hands of a creator or whoever set this thing up. Because I don't want to touch on your sensitivities of who is God or who is the supreme being and all of these things. I don't want to create argument. That's one thing that I'm noticing that we're falling victim to in the African American community, the black community, all of those different names and so forth. A lot of that is going to be cleared up in 2017 also. We're going to get a better identification and a direction of where we're supposed to be going as a people. But it's only going to be for those who understand that what's going on is not where we're supposed to be. And so those kinds of things are going to get some correction. And people perish for lack of knowledge and lack of vision. And the creator, or those who they attribute to being the creator, said, I would not have you ignorant. I would not have you ignorant. And so part of you not being ignorant is going to call for you to do some studying on your own. Study to show thyself approved unto the I am. That you have to look in yourself and you have to balance out a bunch of things with what your experience, knowledge, and understanding have brought you to at any given moment, and know that you have not arrived at the pinnacle of understanding and wisdom until the Creator's plan is fulfilled. It's like man is not in control as much as he tries to be, and so many things are happening in this world. And I'm urging folks to look into legal remedies for the things that you're having trouble with, whether it's financial or property, owning different things, to look into the deep root of where these things have gave birth from, such as your credit and your understanding of what your credit is supposed to be and who has charge of it, what your power of signature actually means, what the the corporations have put down and set in place for us to follow. And that's part of the doctrine of Christianity as brought to you by the Roman Catholic Church, and these things have been disseminated through through our lifestyles, and a lot of us would not give that up to save our lives. Happy New Year, Brother Leroy. And so these kinds of things, it's like you have to have some faith, but you have to understand where your faith is and where your faith is coming from. If you're just having faith or some hope that there is some truth to this system that has been laid out, for your captivity and enslavement to the system, and you're hoping that they're going to have a change of heart and do the right thing, or like the Calvary is going to come in to save you at the last possible minute, you might want to get a little more information that can take you to a more secure place, and that place is the rock that is within you. And so, yes, good morning, Sister Kim. And so those are the kinds of things that you're going to see full manifestations of. You're going to see corruption and wickedness in high places come unraveled, and they're going to be scrambling so hard to hold on to what little bit of power that they have, that they're going to be bumbling. They're going to be bumbling like the Keystone Cops. You ever seen anything about the Keystone Cops where they run, or all the cars, they're on a chase, they're trying to catch the bad guy ducks them, and they all go boom, 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 all the cars back to back just ram into each other, and the bad guy wins every once in a while, but that really might not be the bad guy, which is what you're going to see in a lot of cases here. And so what I wanted to do was just come on a little bit and just assure you of that, and I'm not sure how many of my videos are going to get through in the days to come, because I've had some that have just disappeared, and so the conversation has been with members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Nation of Islam, and different factions of the children of Israel, the Israelites. There's a lot of different names, sects, and denominations that fall under that, and so people are having these different kinds of discrepancies. And so what I aim to do, in what has been given to me to do, is to bring folks together that have this knowledge. And I got to tell you, it's a little bit above what you see in your average churches and your Bible studies and so forth. I'm not saying all, but for the most part, a lot of those are the kinds of thinking that keep us running after our tails, and continuously actually doing the things that support the oppression of ourselves, and so, and like the book says, people perish for lack of knowledge, and you got somebody else spoon feeding you the knowledge that they want you to have, and not what's good for you, and so you're going to have to unlearn a bunch of things, and it's going to be scary for you when you find out that Big Mama and them and Granddad, they didn't mean no harm, but they didn't know what they were talking about. They were just passing along the false information that was given to them, that they were raised under. And so now we've got all this turmoil going on in the world and in our communities, and what we're going to have to do is going to be our responsibility to teach our children to read and comprehend what they're reading, because that's where your knowledge is going to come from. And you're going to have to, start relying on your ability to decipher and discern this information, and stop going to hire somebody to interpret it for you when they go out and go in front of the tribunals and judges and so forth, that the lawyers are the ones that are doing the communicating, and that's when they're buying and selling you back into the problems that have got you so deeply entrenched in your servitude. But anyway, I'm just going light on that today, but I wanted to get that out there. Happy New Year to you, Pamela. All my kinfolk out there, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. And just for the sake of understanding, I'm honoring the Babylonian calendar. This is January 1st, and what day it is, man is not measured by time. So it really doesn't matter. every day is Christmas and every night is New Year's Eve. So those things are a part of the reality that we can achieve within ourselves, because this is where we're going to find peace and joy that surpasses all understanding. And I wish that to you. I'm going to get back on here Wednesday evening around 6 o'clock. Somewhere I'll put some stuff on YouTube, some stuff on Facebook Live, and just continue to unfold what I'm saying to you. So if you would share this, like and share this, so that people can get in tune, more people can come to understand what's being talked about. I might look crazy, but I'm not that crazy. And if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not talking crazy either. There's going to be a lot of things in 2017 that are going to blow your mind, and you're not going to believe who's going to jail, who's falling from power, and who's stepping in as people are being prepared to take their rightful place, where you said you wanted to be the head and not the tail, but you got to do some work to have it be like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you again soon. Peace, God bless you, and have a great 2017. You heard?